I'm Macaulay Canizzo. We're at the Art Center of the Capital Region, where I'm the marketing coordinator. And we're going to head inside to look through the Collar City Craft Fest today for the whole weekend. And then I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're about later. So come on in with us. So right here we're at the hub of the Art Center of the Capital Region. Whoever sits at the front desk really needs to know everything we're about. All of our classes, all of our exhibitions, all of our events, they need to know it all. Tonight is a little busy and crazy. It's a Troy night out, so we always have a couple people here. Guys, say hi! Hi! So we always have some friendly staff up here to welcome you. Tonight at the Collar City Craft, we have a check-in table, so you can follow us inside and you get to look at the exhibitors with us. Follow me. Here we are at our Black Box studio. Troy kind of knows us for this space because every Troy night out we have a performance or an event happening in here. We offer Troy Civic Theater. They can put on performances in here. We have events like Sparkle and our annual gala coming up in this room. So it's kind of crazy to think that this little hole in downtown Troy has a theater. So come on in. We're going to look at some of the exhibitors today. And so we have every kind of artist in this building today. We have our wool workers, we have our jewelry, we have our woodworkers, we have our basket makers and our clothing makers. And it's just kind of how we support the arts. This is a way for us to have a fundraiser, but also for them to raise funds for themselves. We're all about having artists in the building and working in the building and helping themselves as well as helping the community. And this is just one way how. So follow me. We call ourselves an artisan and craft fair because these people make every piece by hand. They spend hours and hours on their work, and they consider this high caliber of materials to be able to give to people and have them enjoy it. Now, with downtown Troy, I feel like it's a hub for those kind of makers, and the Art Center just likes to cultivate them. And here we are just kind of supporting them and having them support us. Some of these people are our students, our instructors. They just come back and enjoy the Collar City Craft Fest with us. If you want to walk down this way, you can see some of them in action. They might be working on some of their pieces. They might be finishing up. You might see the behind the scenes, and you get to see every piece of it. So I spoke about Troy and us being a hub. We're right down in Monument Square on River Street, and we are embedded into downtown Troy. There's makers on either side of us. Even our students are opening shops in downtown Troy. It's become this mini city of upstate New York, and people are moving here, and artists are making here, and we've been here as long as we've been creative. We used to be in Washington Park area and Albany. We've come to this building and adopted Troy, and yes, we're the Capital Region, the Art Center of the Capital Region, but our home is Troy. And so we love the idea of being able to walk down the street, see a student, see an instructor, see them making something, see them teaching something. And now with the farmers market happening and Riverfest with the bid and so many events, they actually get to bring the community in. We always have our doors open. We're open all the time, late until 9 o'clock most days, and we just don't want anyone to feel excluded. Why not come in, see our exhibition, maybe take a class, maybe come to a free event, just kind of enjoy artwork somehow. So if you're familiar with us, this space might look a little different right now. Well, this is our foyer and our Wallace galleries. You can follow us this way and you can see the artists through the craft fair, but imagine the artwork you would see on the walls or on pedestals. And it just fills and engulfs this space. We have beautiful windows on Front Street, and you can walk through this space into our main gallery. Upcoming, we have our Fence Show, which is a members-only show. We get about 400 pieces into these spaces, and they're hung salon style, and it's just a long marathon of artwork curating and artwork hanging, and we rely on our volunteers, our interns, our curator, our staff, and we just love what they can do with that many pieces of artwork. So follow me into the main gallery and just imagine what kind of artwork can be in here from the ceiling to the top. And it might be a white room, but it's never going to feel like a white room. It has artwork from head to toe in the middle, and you get just enjoy the energy that comes from each piece. So this booth is actually one of our instructors. She's near and dear to our hearts because she teaches our ceramics class, which is like the heart of our entire art center. Say hi to Mary LaFleur. So this is her work, and she's been in every Collar City Craft Fest we've had, which is unbelievable. She's been an instructor for over the last 5 years. She was before, took a little break, and now she's back. She teaches classes with us. She's taught event things with us. It's just we became a family. Like, we have adopted these instructors and they've adopted us, and we're just so thankful that they choose to share their art experience with us and our students.
Great place to be.
Yeah, with our over 100 instructors, we kind of feel like one massive family that we bicker and fight, but then we come together and create beautiful artwork and teach the community to create beautiful artwork so that it can just continue to share. We take on generations of students that become instructors, and I always call it the heart and soul, our education department, our registrar, our director of development, our arts coordinator. That is our heart and soul. That is our over 200 classes are run by those 3 people and all the instructors, maybe some interns and volunteers. So we just have to believe in them, and they believe in their vision, and we go for it. If they have an experimental class, we go with it. Or we do different classes that are on a routine basis. So if you're ever looking for a ceramic hand building class, you might see Mary. Or if you're ever looking for a pottery throwing class, you might see one of our other instructors on a regular basis. So you can always look in our catalog and see those, but then you get to see the fun ones that are very different. Like, we did a tattoo drawing class, because why not? We just got a brand new kiln, so we're doing like this crazy crystalline glazed class, because why not? They become the vision of the art center, and we roll with it. We're lucky enough that we're a cool art center, not-for-profit. We have an awesome board, and they just kind of agree with us, and we go. So why not enjoy it? If you have a day, try a workshop. If you have 8 weeks, try a longer class. Or you just come for our free events and enjoy that 15 minutes. We don't mind as long as you get to experience art somehow. So when I see artwork like this next to me, I become comfortable and calm and thankful for where I am, because not many places you get to experience this artwork. And in a booth like this, you get to stand in the middle and you feel where you are. You feel like you're at that place. You feel like you've traveled into this painting. And there's no other experience like that. Music might do it for your ears, and video might do it for your eyes, but artwork almost like cleanses your soul and hugs you at the same time. Sometimes it is musical, sometimes it is just visual, and sometimes it's both, and sometimes it's nothing. But art's lucky enough that you get a hug at the end. It might be a vigorous, wake you up kind of hug, but it could also be a welcoming, calm hug like this, very serene, and just kind of gives you a breath in a crazy life.
The show you are watching has been produced by SACC.TV. SAC TV is a not-for-profit organization that provides educational programming, seeking to enrich communities by producing shows on culture, science, health, the arts, and more. SAC TV is member-driven, which means that we rely on donations, grants, underwriting, and volunteers to deliver quality content. SAC.TV has been in operation continually since 1974 and currently operates a full-time studio in Rotterdam, New York. In recent years, SAC.TV has produced over 500 community-driven programs that are all available to view free to the public on www.sac.tv, on demand 24 hours a day. SAC.tv also airs shows on local television, channels such as WNYT, My4 Albany, with programs like Do You Know the Muffin Man, Caught in the Crossfire, Scene TV, Tune Into Wellness Today, and The Janice Thompson Show. Check your local programming schedule or www.sac.tv for times and dates. In SAC.tv's mission to connect and inform communities and individuals, every week we're producing new shows. To be able to provide this service, we are in need of your help. There's a lot of ways you can help SAC.TV and in turn help your community. Visit www.sac.tv. There you can click on Donate and select the contribution level of your choice. You can also help SAC.TV by sponsoring an ongoing program, volunteering behind the scenes, or even producing your own show. And as always, if you enjoy what you've seen, visit us on YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe, like, share, and pass the word around. For more information and to see the latest shows, visit www.sac.tv or contact us as director@sac.tv or by phone at 518-831-9145. For now, back to our program, and stay tuned for more great shows.
So we're at Collar City Craft Fest, and you can check in, and it's a $5 admission fee that supports us, but not all events are like that. We have our gala, which is our annual fundraiser, and just May 15th, and the tickets are a little pricey, but again, it's our one major fundraiser for the year. We have restaurants coming in and supporting us and doing bartending and food tasting, and it's just kind of a great night. This year's theme is cabaret, which means it will be a lot of fun. You'll see a lot of bow ties and bowler hats. We have a silent auction as well as a mission auction. We have the opening of the Fence Show, which is our next exhibition, but we actually have our main opening on May 31st for that, which is kind of just a big party. It's so much fun. All of these members come in, and it's over 400 pieces on the walls, and you just get to enjoy it for the first time, and that's when the opening will be to the public, but you get to see it throughout the entire month of May into June. And then it goes into Fence Select, which is when the peers get to pare it down to the top 50 pieces. And all of this you can find in these kind of things. We put a catalog out 4 times a year, and in this has every class for that season. And right in the front we have exhibitions, events, anything you need to know about us is right up in the front. And then we have save the dates on the back. So these kind of things go out. It's one of our most important pieces of information. If you want to get on our mailing list, let us know. And then you can know everything that I'm telling you, or you can check online. So standing next to me is our CEO, Elizabeth Reese. You might hear be called by Liz, and she just has a little moment to say hi to us today on this crazy Collar City Craft.
Well, hi everyone. This is so much fun to do this festival. You've had a good time.
Yeah.
As show director, we really thank everything that you did.
Yeah, it's definitely been an exhausting couple days, and we have a couple days ahead of us, but I think it's worth it. When you see people walk through and enjoy the event and then come later to another event or a class, I think it's worth it.
Well, the other reason it's worth it is artists make money here. And, when you think about artists making a living, making and selling is a particular way that artists can do this. So they'll work all season in their studios and then come to fairs like this. Sometimes they have full circuits where they'll do a whole season of it. And this is how they pay their mortgage and their bills and their car payment. So when you're coming here and buying things that you like, you're supporting somebody's life and livelihood. So it feels good. You know where it's going.
Yeah, for sure. And again, it's a continuous theme of our mission is that we support artists, we support art, we support instructing art in any ways. Yeah, honestly, you say art and everything you can go around it, that's what we do.
In every way that artists need to make a living from it. Teaching, exhibiting, selling handmade things, selling reproductions of their work if that's what it takes. However they want to do it, they can come here and do it.
Yeah, honestly, we're pretty lucky.
Yeah, I know, I love it. But listen, have a good time, you guys.
Okay, thanks, Liz. So now we're going to head upstairs, and you get to see some of our studios. We have 13 studios in all, and we have a couple open today, and we teach like over 20 different types of media. We have over 200 classes a season, so think about the 4 seasons. This summer we have over like 50 summer camps alone for kids from like 6 to 17. So these studios have a lot of wear and tear in them. We do in and out in a minute. The instructors set up, clean up, teach the lesson, and you get to see some of them. So follow me. So right now we have Arts Bar going on, which happens at every event of ours. It comes to Troy Night Outs. It also happens the first Thursday of the month, and it is something that we've made between the instructor, and our project manager. Say hi, Corey.
Hey, Arts Bar!
Yeah. So he has been working diligently on the bar behind there. It's made with an instructor of ours in our basement. It has reclaimed wood from so many different wonderful organizations. And the Arts Bar is really to be a bar engulfed by art. And so you can also, sometimes we have many art projects you can enjoy, but really it's an immersive art experience with the gallery in mind. So maybe you've had a drink before, or maybe you need a social setting. Now you have an excuse to come see some artwork and enjoy that social setting. So just check it out. It happens. It's kind of cool. It has this very relaxed vibe, welcoming vibe, and we kind of have this tiny version of Arts Bar tonight and for Color City, but we have a larger full-blown in the main gallery for our other events. So check it out. So we're heading into one of our most used studios. It's our drawing studio. So today we have artists for the event, but this gets transformed into anything we need it to be in drawing. We have Studio Sprouts, which is a program for guardians and their 2 to 5 year olds on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this room is just covered in finger paint, really, and music is happening, and these little kids are just enjoying their expression in art with their parent or guardian. So you get to have that connection with them at an early age. And it's so funny, you walk up the stairs, you don't hear anything. You walk past the door and it's yelling and running around, and then you walk the other way and you don't hear anything. So this room becomes anything we need it to be, and we just make sure that whatever it is has to do with art, because why not? We're an art center, right? So I'll show you some more studios. So we're heading into the dance studio, and most of our studios have this kind of placard on it. Because we're a non-for-profit, we run by the willingness and the appreciation of the arts by different foundations. This is the Marcel Foundation. They actually help with a couple different studios. They also help with making our gallery free and open to the public, which I think is so ingrained in us. Like, why have this art and not let people see it if they can't afford it? Us as a non-for-profit, we offer free events. We offer like a try it. So in March, always we have this big one giant try it, and yet every studio is open. We had salsa dancers in here last time with little 2-year-olds, 2 87-year-olds, and so it's whatever age, and you get to try a little bit of everything. In the dance studio, it's kind of funny because we double duty everything, right? We're a not-for-profit, we're small. We have a small location in Troy, and so we actually use this also for a photography studio. We have curtains over the mirrors tonight, but there's a large mirror with a bar, so we teach yoga and ballet, we do burlesque, we do Tai Chi, and so a little bit of everything happens in the studio. For today, it's become our artisan small batch food room, and so everyone here creates everything by hand. So we're in the stained glass studio, and as I joked, it's usually really loud in here. There's always some sort of grinder or broken glass happening. But stained glass has been something, the instructor that teaches it, she's been with us almost 15 years now, and she teaches everything from kids to adults. And so you get to learn. The piece on the window is hers, and you get to start by just picking your glass. Of course, she teaches you how to do it safely, don't worry. And then you get to make your own beautiful stained glass panels, windows, wind chimes, jewelry boxes. Anything you've ever seen stained glass, we probably have a workshop for it. It's nice because they can be as little as 4 hours. Like, who has 4 hours on a Saturday to come out with a stained glass panel? Most people might, and even at night there's long-term classes. She does individual studies. Most of our media have those options. So stained glass is just one example. And if you want to see out the window, you can tell when I'm talking about downtown Troy. You can see Monument Square right from this window, and you can look right out the stained glass panels. Come here. So as I mentioned, we keep saying Troy, we keep saying the capital region, we keep saying downtown. Okay, I'm not making it up. If you look out the window, we're right on Monument Square. This is a place that people know in this area. You say, oh, I'm going to Waterfront Park, which is behind us, or you say, I'm going to Monument Square, which is in front of us, or you say, take a right at the Art Center. We are the Art Center. So when you're in this area, we become a landmark, just where we are, which increases our brand awareness. So like, why not appreciate that we're just kind of in people's minds, in our thoughts, and just saying things every day. So when you look outside on Troy Night Out, thank goodness it's not too dark because this gets crowded. They put music out there during farmers market. On Troy Night Outs, sometimes they even have like dance competitions, and the local students from the colleges come down. We have some students today that are enjoying being volunteers and interns and work study students. So we're integrated with the community, not by ourselves, but with the entire community. So as we stand in front of this beautiful stained glass piece, some people might think it's a silly question, but they always ask, what is art, or what is art to you? My answer might surprise you, but it's kind of everything and nothing at the same time. It's a way to communicate from your imagination to the real world. You can do it visually or musically or just kind of nothing at the same time, because once if you went to an exhibit and exhibited a plain white wall, like white or black or whatever wall you want, and it was just empty, people are going to sit there and go, is that the art? Where'd the art go? And all of a sudden they're having this conversation about it. So with art, with the Art Center, we consider it any way to communicate the idea of the artist to the community and how the community can communicate ideas back. Because a lot of our free events are giving the opportunity for people to try something and make their own art. And there's always those people that go, I hate this, I'm terrified, I can't do it. We have a whole season of art classes that say process for the terrified, drawing for the terrified, writing for the terrified. We get it. You might be worried, you might be nervous, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. You should try it. Why not? Write a poem, draw a picture, try to make this recycled flower or something at a farmer's market with us, or try to make a stained glass panel. Just try it. Why not? Because this could be everything, but then something little could be nothing. And it doesn't matter to us as long as you are expressing yourself and communicating what you have in your mind. Hi, so I keep saying we're going downstairs. Now you actually get to go downstairs with us. Now we have 3 floors on this building. The first floor is kind of our public space with our exhibitions and our theater. The top floor is mostly studios. Now the downstairs is only studios and it's very specialized. So you get to see our ceramic studio, they do woodworking, printmaking. You definitely are going to have to check it out. We have so many equipment down here that I probably can't tell you everything, or this is going to be a really long video. So come with me, check it out. So I'm standing in one of our ceramic studios. We actually have 4 studios all based around ceramics, and you can take kind of every kind of class under the sun for pottery. I also want you to finish up and watch this video and just kind of get to know us. Come visit us, come check our website out, see where we are and who we are and what we're about. And if you appreciate it, come volunteer, come intern, come become a member and be in our fence show, come to our gala, enjoy a party, anything. We just want to get to know you and we want you to get to know us. We're an art center, and I keep saying we're small, but we're also really large. We're a staple in downtown, and we want you to know who we are. I want you to look at our building and know, hey, that's that art center that does X, Y, and Z. And I mean like X, Y, and Z, like exhibitions, classes, events, anything you want to say about us, we're happy. We want you to come enjoy it. I want you to look through our windows and check out the art. We want you to come in and check out the art. We want you to come in the classroom and do the art. We want you to come through our building and see what we're doing and maybe support us somehow in any way you can. If it's time, great. If it's money, great. If it's just word of mouth and you say how great we are, great. Any of that, I would appreciate it. And I know our building and our organization would appreciate it too. And everyone we support would appreciate it. So whatever you can say a little bit and say something good about the Art Center and see more of what we do and maybe take part in it. So hopefully I see you soon. I pretty much live here, so you'll definitely find me. So in closing, I'm just going to give you all the information you've been waiting for. You can go online to our website at www.artscenteronline.org. So it's ARTSCENTERONLINE.org. Or you can call us at 518-273-0552 and talk to anyone at the front desk. You can ask for anyone in specific and you can get transferred right over. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter. We have a YouTube. We only have 2 subscribers, so if you want some more, we'll take you. We also have our own kind of blog going, so start with our website and explore from there. Or walk through our front doors and we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching this, and thank you for whatever opinions you've thought about this, and hopefully you share it with us. You can always take a photo with us at the Art Center or some of our artwork and tag us, and we'll thank you and share it back. We want to just make sure to spread the love and the appreciation of the art. So again, thank you, and thank you SACC.TV. We appreciate you taking the time to video this.
Well, welcome back. I'm still trying to bake the muffins. But finally, I think we're finished. I hope you enjoyed our show today. If you would like to make an order or donate muffins to charity, then please go to the website listed below. With every muffin order, we donate muffins to the charity of your choice. I call it giving your dough to charity. I also encourage you to donate directly to the featured charity today by going directly to our website and getting their information. Thank you very much for watching, and keep on dancing through life by giving to others through love. Let me finish baking these muffins, and see you next time.